Hey man, this video is about time travel. And by time travel, I mean journaling. Now, before your chest tightens up and you run away, I want to tell you there's something very special about journaling that I've discovered, and I think it can make a real big difference to you. I have a couple perspectives, maybe that you haven't heard yet. So stick through to the end, and I think this is going to make a big difference.
Ah! Oh! Oh!
I don't know how you felt when I said the word journaling. I don't know if you got sweat, started to feel warm. I don't know if you started hearing ringing in your ears. But journaling is one of these weird things that everybody has different feelings about. I think we all know it's a good idea. And I'm not coming at this as somebody who's been journaling successfully for my whole life. I can tell you that this has been about a year and a half now that I've really discovered the profound fucking impact that journaling has had on my life. So let me give you one perspective on this. These two journals that I have in my hand are my current ones. I consider them like my prized possessions right now, more than anything I've ever bought. They have become some of the most important resources to my growth in a really surprising and an unexpected way. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things in my life that I am taking really seriously. My coaching, my finances, my philosophy in life, being a good dad, being a good husband. I there's a lot that I really want to make better in my life, better than it already is. But one of the things that I used to do that was a huge disservice to any growth that I was making was I just try to keep it all up in my coconut. I never wrote it down unless it was like a to-do list, which I mean, that's not journaling. Let me give you an example. What I've taken on is a philosophy of being non-negotiable. And what I mean by that is I'm going to keep my word that my thoughts, my words and my actions are going to be congruent. Whatever it takes to get it done is what I'm going to do. And because I made that decision, I have been challenged by the parts of me that don't like that idea, but it's been really good. But you know what I did? I started writing down my non-negotiable journey. Here's an example. This is just the first page of the inside of the journal. I wrote what it means to me on 1/13/25. And as I read this, I can feel my pulse go up. I feel warmer. I'm feeling my emotions change. I'm recalling what it felt like to sit in the front seat of my car early in the morning as the breeze was blowing through my window, and I wrote these words down. This is like time travel, man. So I'm grateful that I made the change to start journaling. Here's what facilitated it about 2 years ago. I'm a father and I have 2 daughters and they're adults now, but I was looking through an old sketchbook and I found a place where I wrote down a memory. It was like 15 years ago. We were doing something as just the 3 of us when they were just little girls, and we had a blast. And I had so much fun that I was forced, like, to write it down. I was compelled. I have to put this into words somewhere. And I discovered that. I felt things that I haven't felt in 15 years. I remembered things, stuff that I haven't even thought about in so long. It was amazing. It was literally like time travel. Like I went into the car with 88 miles an hour and went back 15 years and literally sat next to me and my daughters when they were little kids. And I got to relive that. That was exciting. And it felt good. And it just kept reminding me journaling is really important. There's a number of reasons why journaling is so important. The first one, it's called being human is complicated. When you engage your mind, your brain, your prefrontal cortex, that amazing gift that we have as humans, and our entire nervous system and all of our senses, when you write something down intentionally with the purpose of it matters and it's going to be a part of the growth of my life, you activate all sorts of parts of your body. If you if you're trying to improve any area of your life, your whole body gets involved. And the more you can do to engage your entire body in this process, the better. It's called the reticular activating system. Have you ever heard of the story where somebody buys a car? Nobody ever has this car, so they feel real unique and special. They hit the road and then suddenly they see it everywhere. It's uncanny, but that's because when that part of your brain is told, "Nope, this is important now," it does everything in its power to look for it with laser focus. And if you start writing stuff down, if you take what's up in here and you put it in 3D reality, your whole body gets engaged in the experience and everything about you is improved. Maybe on a molecular level, but it's improved. And you never know when that thing you write down could be one of the most pivotal pieces of information that you've ever written down in your life. And it could be a huge leap forward. You can feel it in a tingly way. It's amazing. The next part is there's a couple of entries in my journal. Ooh, it didn't take much. I just saw the word psyche, and I already remember writing all this down like 3 months ago. There was something I was going through that was really rough, and I wrote it down. And you know what I just did literally as I'm sharing this with you? As I'm talking to you about this, a whole other part of me is engaged in remembering the moment I wrote that down. And as I like kind of feel the coldness hit my skin, I'm remembering that was tough at the time, but that was 3 months ago. I got through it. And now I get to look at how I got through it. I don't just have to go, "Whoo, I'm glad that's over." I actually look at a record of how I did it. So the next time something comes up, I'm even better prepared. And the last thing about this, journaling, the physical act actually improves the quality of the results. But all of this is a physical activity. It's not just mental. I feel things when I read my journal. When I look back here, Andrea and I went to Egypt. I sat inside the king's chamber. I walked barefoot around the Sphinx at like 4:30 in the morning by myself. I remember it even more profoundly because I wrote it down. Look, man, we want men to live the best life they can. I know a lot of you have heard about journaling. I'm sure a lot of you have talked about it, like, especially you. There you are. You know you want to do this, and I want you to do this. So beyond that, the whole point of this channel, the whole point of the videos, Andrea and I are here to help men have the best life they can possibly have, to achieve things that they really want to achieve and be the best version of themselves that you're possible of creating. The world needs you. The world needs healthy, powerful, embodied, self-aware men to lead the next generation into a better place. So if journaling is one of the little things you can do to make that better for yourself, give it a try. And please let us know what it was like. Comment below and let's engage in a conversation. And finally, I want to give you something for free. We want your life to improve, and you can improve today. There's a link, the first link in the description right there. Gives you access to our archive. Just sign up and get it, and you can make improvements in your life by the end of the day. But anyway, if this has been a helpful video, please like and subscribe. We talk about this stuff all the time, and I'll see you in the next video, man.
Around here, we don't shy away from real talk. We're committed to helping you live your best life. Check out this next video and keep the real talk going.